So, good morning, sir. So, in my presentation, I will further discuss the smart buildings in the world and to integrate high-rise building in the Philippines. And I will recommend and look for the problems of the high-rise buildings in the Philippines. So, first of all, we can say that smart building is they pressured the building owner, or they are introduced to have the safe and secure settings of the building, the network connectivity, the functional spaces, and the IoT enabled environment. So as you can see here, this is a example of a smart building, the Bullitt Center in Seattle. And this building is consist with a high lighting, and it is produced by a powered, as we can see, it has also a difference of a BAS in the uh, smart building auxiliary in our module that we have based in your module, sir. So in a smart building, it has a different five aspects. We can have the detour, detect, deny, defend, and detain. These five aspects can contribute to the property perimeter of the building. The reception, of course, in the first is the reception, and the different floor levels and the technical levels. We can see in the technical levels, it can be located below of the building, and the specialized zones. We can see the specialized zones are we see it is the comfort spaces of the worker, the workspaces, mm, the zoning of the spaces, and these aspects can also contribute to the intelligent lighting, the network dome camera, and the integrated access control of different floor levels or technical levels or a part of the building, and the fire detection of every floor levels, especially at technical and the different parts of the level of the building. So in this scenario, we have the smart building. It is important to have an intelligent lighting as in a smart building, because it gives productivity of the person. It gives the motivation to work. It gives them how would they respond to the environment. And for the network dome camera, it is important also. It's the most important thing because it manages to secure the security of a person or a worker in a working building. Such as there are examples that there are thieves, or there will be a crime involved. Furthermore, there will be a example as earthquake, tsunami. It will be monitored, or it will see what are the actions of the people inside and for their security. And for the integrated access control, this is the important aspect too, because integrated access control, this would signifies that the person in the building is a per working, or this type of person is a security, this type of person is the head or the owner. This will identify who are the people will go inside in the building. And this is also helpful because uh, other people will not have the access, such as it is built for a high security, like it is difficult for crime to outburst inside, or thief that will heist upon in this building, because it has the integrated access control. So for the last, this is the most important thing, is the fire detection. Fire detection is the most important thing in the building, because it is the most centralized part wherein it can lessen the fire damage, or it can help to have a fast response of an emergency, such as 911 here in the Philippines. And it is also the most helpful part of a smart building. So the Philippine high-rise building problems. So in my research, based on my research, there are different kinds of Philippine high-rise buildings, and there's a lot of them. So first of all is the impact of any seismic or natural catastrophe activity. So this is one of them, the impact of any seismic or natural catastrophe activity. In our country, high-rise building has a uh, high building feet, like such it can max out into a 200 feet next, and such as flooding during the construction stage. There's also a problem with this because in a construction phase stage, high-rise building is prone to a disaster or obstruction because of different phenomenon. The next is the threat posed by winds, loads, and fire, tears of building materials, and the unique complexity of managing projects that can involve as many as 10,000 workers and more than 100 subcontractors. So, we may have an example. This is an example of high-rise building in the Philippines. This is the PBCom Tower from Makati City. So it was rebuilt in 2000. This is when I born, 2000. So this is the tallest building in the Philippines since 2000 to 2017. So as we can see, it is a old building now, because building nowadays is uh progressing. Like this building is has a outdated uh building code, but it also focus because building nowadays has a stability buildings, and it can manage different phenomenon, and it can last more than years. So these are the problems of the saying of the PBCom tower in Makati. Uh, so at least 12 injured after one elevator carrying passengers from the 52nd floor plummeted straight to the ground floor around 1 a.m. on Friday, while everyone is still freaked out. So as we can see, people are uh, people have different problems with this building too, because we can say it can this building has low maintained. They have low maintenance of the uh different aspects of the building. Maybe they didn't actually maintain the elevator, because as you can see, high-rise building is the most important thing is the elevator, because it is the one that it is the one that can transport them from floor 1 to furthermore floors. So this is the problems that the experience the elevators of PBCom. So for me, for my recommendations is, I would recommend that they would maintain the structure of the building, check every corners, every detail of the building, because if they will not maintain the structure of the building, it has a possibility that will not stand for more years, because this is what we can call it. It is a high-rise building. It is important because it is constructed for the people to work on, and it the building owner must uh what do you mean by this? They must help. They must maintain the building structure and for the elevator. And for my recommendation also is, they will install uh, intelligent lighting for the people to mm, be more productive, and also improve the property perimeter, because we will not may know there are breakdowns of crime or thief into this building, and it can cause the damage or the existence of this building. And for more is the intelligent camera dome of this building, as we can reconnect to the smart buildings of a high-rise building tower. The most important thing is to have a good transportation, because when a fire breaks out, this is the most deadliest, and it is prone for accidents, like, or casualties, because of not maintaining or not developing the building, and this will cause a great uh great destructions. So that will be my recommendations for this building, to have a uh structure maintain to maintain, and to have the needs of the people, such as the problem as we can see here, problems of the elevator, because we can see here, it has caused a casualties and injuries of the people, because by it was not maintained its structure. So that will be my recommendation. Thank you.